Hello and welcome to this Ghostrunner 2 video. In this video I'll show you where and how you can obtain all 16 swords in Ghostrunner 2. Not only are some of them visually stunning upgrades, but you'll also earn an achievement once you've collected them all. If you find this video helpful or enjoyable, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. For more content on Ghostrunner 2 as well as open world games and RPGs, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. If you wish to jump to a specific sword, just use the chapter markers in the video description. Let's start with the first of the 16 swords, Teaser Jack 074. It's really straightforward, you'll have it right from the beginning as it's the starting sword. However, it's also displayed on the wall in your base, so I wanted to mention it for the sake of completeness. Sword number 2 can be found in the first mission, Uninvited Guests. Once you've jumped over the train tracks for the second time, you'll come to this spot with 2 jump pads on pipes. Behind the platform after that, you can find a secret entrance by traversing the pipes. There you'll discover the sword named the Owl. Sword number 3 is also located in the same mission, Uninvited Guests. When you reach this room, stick to the left. Using your gap jammer, you can pull down this LED wall. Behind it is a secret room containing the Teaser Bloodbath 074 sword. You'll get sword number 4 after the first boss fight. It's virtually impossible to miss. The Undoer is also one of my favorite swords. In general, I prefer the traditional katanas. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Sword number 5 can be found in the mission Setting the Stage. After this switch, work up your way over 2 platforms until you reach this double rail. As soon as you slide over it, turn around because that's where you can find the sword, the Limb of Metal. Sword number 6 is located in the mission Behind the Curtain. This part gets a bit tricky. Once you reach this puzzle, you'll first need to activate the left switch with your shuriken. Turn around and head over to the door that just opened.
Jesus, Jack, focus
in the passageway on the right, flip the switch to deactivate the electrical barrier. Then go back to the shuriken switches and activate the one on the right. Now you can return to the secret room and proceed through the second door to find the sword. This is where you'll get the internal static. Sword number 7 is also in the mission Behind the Curtain. It's tough to miss this room. Grapple up the walls and position your shadow clone in the beam on the second wall. Doing this will deactivate the barrier in front of the switch. Use your shuriken to activate this switch, which will turn off the electricity in front of the sword. I couldn't activate the floor beneath the sword, so I had to jump towards it with a well-timed dodge. This is where you'll find the Electric Dream. Sword number 8 can be found in the mission Licking the Wounds. When you reach this passage, you can already see the sword to your right behind a fence. Pass through the barrier, turn left and use your grappling hook to pull yourself up. This is where you'll find the sword, the Rat. Sword number 9 is also located in the mission Licking the Wounds. As soon as you enter this room, stick to the left tunnel. Once you reach the bottom, head into the room to the left of the shaft. Here you need to activate this switch. Then make your way back to the right shaft and into the adjacent door. This is where you can collect my absolute favorite sword, the Creator. Sword number 10 is in the mission Winds of the Desolate. At this point you'll need to get off the motorcycle and enter the following enemy room. Defeat all the adversaries and continue upwards. After taking out these 2 foes, turn around and follow my path to the sword. Here you'll find the mill cut 2713 Snow. Sword number 11 is also in the mission Winds of the Desolate. When you see this room with the floating protective sphere, turn around and jump across to the secret room where you'll find the sword Mill Cut 2713 Camo. Sword number 12 can be found in the mission Pillars of Creation. Beside this ruin there are some pipes, and on these pipes you can clearly spot the sword. The only challenge is getting there. From this side I was able to simply ride over the small hill against the pipe, jump off and catapult myself upward to the sword. Here you'll acquire the Mill Cut 2713 Jaws. Sword number 13 is available in the mission Can Anyone Hear Me? In this room you'd usually continue upwards here.
Apostle of the Ashura. My name's Adrian Bakunin. I knew I've seen you before. Dharma Security Force.
But instead, bypass that, use the jump pad and this glider to ascend and obtain the sword, the Void Ripper.
Just kidding. You know we're way past it.
Sword number 14 is located in the mission Elevator Maintenance. As soon as you slide down this rail and reach this platform, don't proceed through the broken wall. Instead, ascend the yellow boxes. Follow the path to find the sword. Here you'll find the Serpent.
One-shotting.
Sword number 15 can be found in the mission Too Close to the Sun. I more or less stumbled upon it while exploring the surroundings with the wingsuit. This wasn't exactly the intended way though. The regular route to the sword goes like this. Once you get to this point, follow the corridor and then turn around. You can use the shuriken to create a grappling point, allowing you to pull yourself up to the sword Tisa Vapor 074. And last but not least, sword number 16, the Sleek Flame Sword. You won't find it in any mission. Instead, you'll need to play Rogue Runners. That's a simulation that you unlock through Kira in your base and can then also launch from the game's main menu. To obtain the sword, you must have completed the elevator maintenance mission and then conquer all 4 stages of the simulation. As a reward at the end, you'll get the Tisa Firestarter 074. Those are all the swords in Ghostrunner 2. If this video was helpful to you, please show some love in return. If you want to master all 10 challenges in the game and nab the trophy for it, also check out my video on that topic. I wish you all an awesome day and I'll catch you in the next one.